Click. All right, guys, I have a Heritage Rough Rider. I probably get more questions about this particular revolver than any uh, other 22 pistol revolver. You guys want to know my opinion on them? I don't own one. This is actually being lent to me by a viewer, and there are some things about this revolver that we really need to talk about. First, it's got a safety on it. All right. At first, when I first saw these revolvers when they came on the market, and I saw this safety on a revolver, I'm like, good grief, somebody has put a safety on a revolver. But I can actually see why they do it. I don't particularly like it, but when I brought it out here today to shoot for the first time, and I loaded up the cylinder and first click, the hammer, I was like, man, did I get a misfire? And I looked, I'm like, oh, it's on safety. So I had to take it off safety. But I guess this is what really like is the difference between that and in most revolvers is it's got a safety on it. Now these are fairly inexpensive revolvers. They usually run, when they first hit the market, I saw them on sale for about $99 at Christmas time. I think Academy Sports or somebody like that had these things for $99 just for the 22 long rifle cylinder. But now you can also buy them with a 22 Magnum cylinder. And I'll probably replace that here in just a minute and show you guys. I'll shoot some 22 mags through it. But this is the 22 long rifle cylinder. You can pick, usually you can pick this revolver up with both cylinders for about $180 to $200. In some stores, local small stores, I saw one of these revolvers here recently go for like $350 for both the cylinders in the revolver. But that's just, in my opinion, that's pretty high. It's not a Colt, but it's also my understanding that these things are kind of Colt clones. I've done a review on the Colt Frontier Scout, and it's almost identical. Not the cosmetics, the finish is not the same, the grips are not the same, but the innards inside of it, you got the COLT, the 4 clicks when you cock the hammer back, and it's a pretty good shooter. It is a flat top. It does have flat top, of course. No, it doesn't have adjustable sights on it whatsoever. But I've shot it probably, I don't know, probably 30 times or so, and it's a good shooter. It's a very good shooter. The viewer actually put a little bit of white paint on the front sight there to help it, help us see, or help him see and me see also a little bit better the front sight. But of course, here's your loading gate. You've got to go half cock to open up or to rotate the cylinder, like on most revolvers. And so let me shoot it a few more times. I like it. I'm probably going to invest in one of these things. If you want to just get a revolver, 22 revolver to shoot, I would recommend you get one of these things. These things are a joy to shoot. They're fun to shoot, and they're fairly inexpensive compared to, your Colts that are on the market when you can find them. But they're pretty accurate. I'm gonna shoot them one-handed just because that's how actually it was intended. Now this is the 6-inch barrel. And I think there's some different size barrels. I think a 4-inch barrel that you can buy for it, or 5 or something like that. But I think this is the 6, or maybe, it actually looks longer than 6. Maybe a 7-inch, but I don't know. All I know is this thing will shoot. So let me shoot it a few more times. Let me try to hit one of those little green groundhogs, little prairie dogs. I hit it, but it didn't spin. Oh! Oh, got him. All right. I'm going to aim for that little orange steel target, that little champion target. I hit it. Hit it again. All right, let's go with my challenge targets up here. Oh, missed. Click. Starting to shake a little bit. It's kind of windy out here. You can probably hear it on the mic of the camera. But in my opinion, you trappers out there, I used to do some trapping many years ago. This was before kids, back when I had a life when I can do the hunting and fishing thing all the time. But I used to do some trapping, and I used to carry a little high standard with me, a little semi-automatic. But the bad thing about that was, it was a semi-automatic, and it would get dirty and get wet and stuff like that, and it may not function correctly. If you're looking for a good trapper gun, you trappers out there, man, this would be the revolver that I would probably get if I started doing trapping again. All right, let's see here. Shoot it a few more times. Click. All right, let's shoot some 22 magnums through it. So let me take these out. Now, if you're a revolver guy and you just not a semi-automatic guy and you like to plink around, this is a great choice. But it's pretty easy to do this. You need to do it in half cock, have the loading gate open, and press this, the release button here. Slide this pin out. Careful not to scratch it, and the cylinder will come straight out. And let's grab the 22 Magnum cylinder. Put that in there. Press the pin. It's in there. You're good to go. So let me load up some 22 Magnums here. Now the recoil on this is just going to be like a 500 Smith & Wesson. Now there's still very little recoil, but you can tell a little bit shooting it. You know, if I was trapping, I would probably go with the Magnum, 22 Magnums. Long rifles would probably just be fine, but it's hard finding any kind of 22s right now. Of course, I'm just shooting regular bulk here. This Federal Champion that I like to shoot, it seems to shoot it fine. All right, I don't know if the point of aim is going to change on this or not, but let's find out. Let's shoot some Magnum loads. Let's start with something big. Let's try that big 6-inch plate. I missed the whole thing. All right, see if I can hit a smaller target with it. Nope. There we go. Boy, it sure flips that thing around a lot harder than a long rifle. I can hit it. It's definitely changed. I'm holding it exact same place I was with the long rifle cylinder, but it's definitely changed the point of aim a little bit on it. Don't know exactly where. Let's change it out. I'm gonna change it back out to the 22 long rifle cylinder. I'm gonna back up at 100 yards, and I'm gonna try to hit that little 6-inch plate at 100 yards with it. But you know, this is a great little revolver. You know, for the amount of money, you know, around 150 bucks, you can probably just get the long rifle cylinder. I foresee one of these in my collection very soon because I do like these older style revolvers, the older style guns. I love shooting them. So let's back on up here about 100 yards and see if I can ring some steel with it. I couldn't hit the 6-inch target very well from this distance. These sights aren't exactly on. Of course, they're not adjustable or anything like that. But I think they're on well enough I can actually hit a man-sized silhouette at 100 yards. Let's give it a few shots. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. I missed that one. That's a hit. I think that was 6. Oh, that's 6. Make sure. Yeah, I'm from Tennessee. I can't count very well. All right, guys. Heritage Rough Rider. It's a great shooting little revolver. I'm going to leave a link in the bottom of this description. Go to their website and check them out. They make all different kind of models. You know, they have some that looks like it's case hardened. You know, just a regular 22 long rifle cylinder or the Magnum cylinder. You know, different kind of grips and things like that. Great little revolver for the price. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all be safe and keep blinking.